All right. Brief recap of last time. You had landed in the capital city of Cardical, Esafir, and being familiar with the city, you had followed Raylark's guidance as he took you to meet with some local contacts he thought he could find. Instead of staying to the city proper, he took you into the Eclipse District, which is a ethereal plane that exists within the city and has numerous entrances throughout. So you can see those denoted by black circles. These are the ones that Raylark is familiar with as far as entrances throughout the city. It is only accessible to those who are either carrying magical items that would allow them access or are familiar with extraplanar teleportation and transportation spells. So it is a much more limited crowd that you would typically find compared to the main city. And yet, as you entered, it seemed to be quite bustling and busy. Asking some people, it seems like the Immortal, who is the ruler of the Cortical Empire, has been searching for a wizard named Seleucus all around the country and into other countries as well. Most of the population doesn't know exactly why he's searching for them. All that's really known is that something was stolen a few years ago, and he's on the warpath to try to get it back. Speaking to a agent from one of the organizations, underground organizations within the city, you started to get some of this information about what was going on, and Skarackington decided to introduce himself as Seleucus, rolling a nat 20, I believe, on that deception. Let's see, where was that?
It was nat 20.
Yes, there it is, 3:34 p.m. That deception. And so you've entered into a small pocket dimension to have a conversation because you have demanded money in exchange for information. The agent that you're speaking to, she is a Morosi, which is a half orc. And she said she's only got 3,000 ghoul on her, which is, as Raylark has noted, one ghoul is about 1 copper. But you've demanded a lot more than that. And so she is trying to get you to agree to follow her back to where there's more money, but had some very direct questions for Skarackington is where we had left it. The last exchange, I believe, was her asking you what exactly it was you stole. And sorry, I got distracted by it's a ironing board. I was like, why is he unpacking a door?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
Asking you what exactly you stole, and Skarackington's response was, "Show me the money."
Yeah, I wasn't even drunk. I don't remember saying half this shit. You know, it's always entertaining when I listen back and go, "What the fuck am I on with?"
Totally derailed the end.
Yeah, no, I felt bad about that. Yeah,
like, I'm the bad guy and I'm going to kill you. Give me the money and I'll turn myself in.
We don't know if we're. I don't know if this. I keep thinking it's Salacious B. Crumb again. Like that's I was going to call him Salacious because like Seleucus.
Seleucus, yes.
Okay. Well, I know that there was a conversation being had between Raylark and this character whose name I cannot remember.
She's never given it to you.
Yeah, so this person. So I'm going to say
I think it's best if we can
Is this supposed to be a Scrackington? Because
Yes.
the voice changer is not on.
all right. God damn this thing. Right. Okay. Is it really distant now?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think I know what the problem is.
And is it closer now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know what the problem is. Right. Okay. This should be it now. I forgot exactly what I was going to say, but anyway.
I appreciate the questions. However, I think it would be best if you finish conducting. My friend here has business with you, and I will consider answering any further questions when you are finished discussing.
Right. So we're going to continue our conversation in private.
We're already in the hole.
Well, our conversation here should be quite private, but if you'd like to accompany me back and I can provide payment, as I said, I deal in information that is, and what you've told me today could be quite valuable.
I was more meaning of, is Scrackington going to stay in the hut with us, or the whatever tent?
Yeah,
Portal
I'm
tent.
just going to stay here, but I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
At this point in time.
Okay, let's see if I can get us out of this. My friend, the situation is precarious and very dangerous. The best thing for us to do is to leave any sense of danger off the cards. We will keep you safe. My traveling companion will not harm anyone. But we need to make a consensus of what's happening and what we are going to do as the people. With regards to the war and the other war and the war in between. So, yeah.
I mean, are you saying that just by being in his presence, we're in danger?
No danger. All safe. All day.
Well, as I was saying before, if you accompany me back to the Igozalari, I can provide you payment, and we can exchange information.
Yeah, from recollection, last time you were having a discussion about things that you wanted to find out, having not been here in a long time. That was my understanding of what you were discussing.
Yeah.
Have you found out everything that you were wanting to discuss?
Well, so I think from what I can remember, the short version is that the stuff with the Emperor doesn't actually seem to be like an ongoing issue, as it were. So we've got.
Yeah, but have you asked everything? Have you asked everything you wanted to ask? Is kind of just.
Yeah, so you've got that, and then, but the thing that we want to get more involved in is the bigger war, I guess, or whatever that Lucius is starting.
And from our understanding of our introduction to this person, they aren't like associated with that. They're just some person who trades in information. Isn't that kind of?
Yes. So you had found a member of the Eagles Larry, who Raylark would be familiar with. The translation for that name is the Eyes of the Moon. They're a intelligence agency, I guess you could call it. They like to be informed about everything that's happening throughout the Cardical Empire and tend to deal in information, artifacts, conspiracies, scholarship, all sorts of things like that.
Okay.
But
Well,
I think the
I'm
idea is,
just to clarify, because I don't necessarily I'm going to agree to go with this person, but it seems to be being set up to go for that to happen. So
I
You approach
suspect
there.
if we go with this person, there's a fair chance that we will run into people that I used to work with, and we'll be able to get more information that way. So even if we go along with them, even if we don't, it's not like we're like signing up for like battle or anything and that kind of carry on. But I imagine where we end up will be somewhere where we can get more information that we can then use to make decisions about what to do next.
okay, I will let your
That's my guess anyway.
All right,
But
please
obviously,
proceed.
this guy is like really worried about.
Well, it's just all right. Please continue. I'll just want the clarification.
So you agreed to come back with me then?
We.
All right, well, let's make haste and please don't introduce yourself to anyone else along the way. We don't want this information getting out just yet.
Perhaps you would wish to go by another name. Grackington, perhaps. Raylark winks. But like with both eyes.
Yeah,
it's-
so that
it's
was me
not.
out of character asking that. That wasn't in character. Those questions. So you've agreed to go back, basically. Okay, so I haven't made any comment. So,
Right, but that's what he was saying to you, presumably right there. Don't introduce yourself as Lucius.
yeah,
Which is why I said perhaps you should go by another name.
yes, but oh god, you said one thing, and then I hadn't. You were like, "Let's go," and then I questioned. Had you asked everything you wanted to ask? But that was just for clarification for me as a player. That wasn't me asking in character or agreeing to go in character.
Yeah.
So then you've asked me this, but then that seems to be like, as far as I'm reading what's being said, as I've agreed, but I haven't agreed. So this is.
Yeah, you have not agreed. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Then I will pose the question. Lucius, are you coming with?
I suppose
Lucy.
I suppose I will accompany you for now.
Thank you. Like I
Very
said, we
good.
just deal in information, so that's all we need right now. I say for your own sake, just don't introduce yourself to anyone else.
Well, you technically have information. I don't actually need to accompany you. Technically.
Well, there's more I'd like to find out what it is that you took. That's very important.
Yeah, important to you.
Yes. Important to me, important to most of the country.
And indeed, it seems that maybe you're not understanding what I'm implying here is that this is of more interest to you and information that you have to trade as opposed to anything benefit to me.
Well, what would you like? Wealth, jewels, women?
Maybe the information that I have is beyond value that you can offer.
You haven't named a price.
Maybe is it even a word? Can it even be given a price? I'm willing to accompany you for now. We will see.
Well, thank you. We'll make our way quickly.
I leave whatever
At
this
this point-
weird hole is.
Yeah. I was gonna say at this point she's motioning back toward the rope for you to climb down.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else any of you would like to do while you're still here?
I want to speak to Jakar. As I come down the rope, I'm just going to go ahead before everybody else starts moving. And I'm going to say to Jakar, who I believe was outside,
No, I followed you up.
Oh, you did actually come in the end? Oh, I thought you were standing
Yeah.
outside. All right.
You were
well,
also in the tent
I
the
didn't-
whole time?
I didn't. I thought that you waited outside. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter then. I'll just go out.
I'll follow it as well.
I will follow him.
All right. Then as you exit, she dismisses the rope. It falls back down to the ground. The portal it was leading to vanishes. And she motions for you to follow, taking you a path perhaps you haven't been before, Raylark. You might remember me mentioning this from the last session, that this place is like a labyrinth, and it's very easy to get lost and stranded inside.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wish to follow, then you will.
I do.
Yep.
Then she takes you through an exit back to the proper city, up by what you immediately recognize to be the great caravanserai of Saint Mehabed in the northeast. And so you weren't even aware at this point that there had been an exit there from the Eclipse District. So now you are aware of that one.
Hmm. All right. I mean, I don't know where this is really, but yeah.
Well, Raylark would be familiar that this is in a district known for travelers and merchants to visit. It isn't a market, but they will often set up there and use that as an area to like unload or load their wares. It's also contains a single very large building that is known for its secrets and riddles, hidden rooms, and it's been the site of a lot of international intrigue.
Well, if it's international, do we know anything about it?
You would just know that, for example, assassins from other countries have been chased into this area and never found. There have been other events that have occurred here, but this is not like no particular thing stands out to you as far as like this is where we can find such person or
All right.
such organization. It's just a lot of things happen here.
All right.
Yeah, they didn't give me specifics beyond that. And
All right.
so the large building in the northeast, she begins heading in that direction, motioning for you to follow if you'd like to continue following her.
Well, if I know that information, I'm going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say,
I've heard the reputation of this place. Where exactly are you taking us to?
I'm taking you to where the eyes of the moon are stationed. You don't need to worry. We're not going to go anywhere near the salt circle.
I look at Raylark to see if Raylark has any reaction to this, because I don't know what the fuck that means.
You'd know that the Salt Circle is a group of assassins.
Yeah.
That's all you'd really know about them.
Do I trust this person, or do I start to feel worried? Would I know? Like, so you said we're going like a way that I might not have gone before. Would I have been in the? It's not Salt Circle, but whatever.
We're in the city proper now, I think. Are we?
You are in the city proper. You're at the Grand Caravanserai.
That's not in the Shadow Realm, but that's just a normal city. I'm just gonna call it the Shadow Realm because that's easy for me to remember. Might be smooth brain. Well, I mean, I'm waiting just for see what if Raylark reacts.
Mm-hmm.
Have I been in this? Is it called the Shadow Circle?
So the place that you currently are is the Great Caravanserai, and here is where you have heard of assassins disappearing. One of those groups is called the Salt Circle.
All right. Okay. So, geographically speaking, would I know this place, and do I think that I would be safe in it based on my experience?
You would know this place. As far as whether or not you'd be safe in it, go ahead and make a. Let's just do an insight roll.
The safest.
You have no reason to mistrust anything here.
Yep. I barrel forwards. On we go. Raw. I'm like
Well-
rambunctious. I've got energy about me.
Well, if Raylark just doesn't seem to react to that, then I'll just keep going.
Yeah, I trust Raylark, so I'm going to keep following as well.
I was going to say,
I trust
Jakar,
Raylark.
have you ever been to this continent? I don't know if you have.
No, I don't think I have.
Mm-hmm. Just confirming, because you had traveled around a bit, I believe, on the southern continent and the
Yeah.
northern continent, but this is the eastern continent.
Yeah, I hadn't come this far out.
Gonna be your next birthday present from Sendrin.
It's going to take me on a trip.
You're like, what's that over there? We may never go there. Those are the dark lands.
Everything the light touches.
No.
Yeah. Sendrin just like, mine. No.
All right. So she takes you into the building, and true to its reputation, this place is just as confusing as the Eclipse District. There are walls that are actually doors and doors that are actually walls. So she's moving through there, and if you'd like to try and follow the path that she's taking you and like memorize that, you can try to do that. But
Yep.
it is everything is quite deceptive about the building.
But I need a roll.
In which case, for this, what sort of roll? Because I wanted to say survival, since that is pathfinding. So yeah, everyone can make a survival roll if you want to see if you can track the path that she's taking you.
Okay.
No.
I'm really good at that.
I'm gonna make my own path if I get lost.
I am the path.
Yeah. So because it is very confusing, like you'll be walking down a hallway, and then as you turn, suddenly the hallway is above you. So it's almost as though the floors and walls are moving as she interacts with them. Very confusing place. But eventually you end up in a small room. Raylark and Jakar could probably trace their footsteps back to get out of here based on what you've seen.
Okay.
And inside of this small room, let's see, who was it? Yes. Inside of this small room is a Morosi as well, a half orc, sitting in full plate armor with spear and sword by his side. The room is well adorned. You can tell that this is somewhere that a person would casually rest. It's not like you're an empty room or a hideaway. This is some place that a person comes to often. And currently the only one in the room is this soldier looking person in a full suit of armor as you enter.
Okay.
As she walks in, she says,
Brother Rawan, I may need to use this room. Please guard outside. I would like a private conversation.
he stands and he goes to leave. Raylark, you can make a history check if you'd like,
Yes.
because you've been here before, or you've been to the city before.
I've been here the whole time. I know do history good.
Yeah, you don't recognize anything about the people or place, unfortunately.
Jonathan. Cool.
That is Rawan. You've probably heard of him before. He is a great source of information for me. He has access into the palace. So, as you might be able to guess from that, if you need information from the palace, perhaps we can make an exchange.
Yeah.
I say.
But surely we've already gave you information. As far as I can see, you are in debt to us.
Indeed. Do not forget that. But I mean, I mostly deal in information. If you wanted information, as I say, he is a great source and has provided me quite a lot over the years. Is there anything you would like to know?
I look at Raylark.
Perhaps you'd just like payment? I have that here as well.
Yeah. Okay. So, right, as far as the situation around the world goes, so from what I can tell, there are three things happening. So there's the Emerald Lady Jade stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's the localized fight between
The Civil War, yes.
yeah.
Between
So
the-
criteria stuff.
Yes.
And then now there's this uprising from this Lucius fellow. So those are the three things, right?
Yes, the theft that Seleucus had done that's caused the Immortal to raise an army. Or raise his army, I should say.
Yeah. So as far as I can tell, we need to see where we fall on this. So do we have any stake in the Immortal Lucius stuff? Because it doesn't have anything to do with us, really. And it doesn't have anything to do with the Emperor.
You're referring to Seleucus in the third person, despite the inference that I am Seleucus, by the way.
Well, he's out of character.
This is
I
all
think.
out of character.
All right.
This is me trying to get my head around, like, what do we as a party want to pursue? So, like, if we go to the castle or whatever, to find things out, that suggests to me that we would be going down the Lucius route of the Immortal and potentially getting involved in that war or potential war.
Well, go on.
If we're intending to, go back and take on the Council of Mages, it would be, I guess we could try and find out what side the Immortal's on. Is he against them? Does he have his own reasons for looking for whatever it is he's looking for? Whatever Seleucus has stolen? We can find out what that actually is as well.
Well, we can go there and try to get information about things that are happening.
Well, I don't know what Lucius is stolen, considering your woman's asking us. So, I mean, my view on it really is that the Emperor thing, I suppose, was kind of your thing, but we are kind of tied up into it. So I don't really care about the Emperor thing necessarily.
Yeah, well, I mean, I reckon like the Emperor thing, like as far as the information goes, we've got pretty much everything there is, and it doesn't seem like there was like a really obvious thread to pull or line, like through line to go down.
But is that not useful information that you have to exchange? But we discussed this last time, that there's things that we probably shouldn't say.
Yeah, but like to do specifically with the whole Archmage stuff, like short of we want to save Criteria and go to war against the Archmages to make it a better place.
I don't think we should say that. I mean, what should we do here? I mean,
yeah.
Well, I thought the whole point of coming here was to try and find people to assist with that. So, I mean, yeah, whatever, really. Like,
so we can go, and then the questions can be directed towards: is there any information or knowledge about the situation in Criteria to do with the Civil War, or to do with the Lucius Immortal thing? And is there anything that directly involves us?
The thing is about this Lucius thing is haven't necessarily got the vibe that there's bad blood there. That's not the vibe I kind of taken from this. From what I'm hearing is they're seeking him out because of they want some item. That's it. For all we know, Silicius could be like the fucking Gandalf of this world, and like he has something, and they want to find him to try and do some other thing. Now, whatever their motives are, but we don't really know that necessarily, or at least that I haven't picked up on that. It's not like the whole Emperor versus the Archmages versus the Vizier thing. Yeah, it's not, doesn't seem to be that dynamic. It just seems to be we're seeking this guy out, and he's been missing for a long time, and he has this thing or whatever.
The thing that strikes me is that if the Immortal is raising an army to go against Lucius, that suggests to me that it's a little bit more serious.
Well, I suppose that is the question then. Why? Has that been explained why they're doing that? I kind of thought it...
You can always make a history check to see what you can recall.
Yeah, okay, because it just seems bizarre. We're raising an army to fight this guy where we don't know where he is. Like, that just seems a bit fucking mad to me.
Well, it's got to be pretty serious stuff. Right, I'll do a history.
Well, I was already rolled it.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, you don't want to try anything? Jakar? See what you can recall.
Seconds, sorry.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right.
I'm just happy to be here.
Well, you haven't been traveling with this group for very long, so you know what's been conversed, Jakar, and you know that the army was being raised in order to find Seleucus because he had stolen something. So they were essentially being scattered across the countryside to try and locate him. Not so much to go to war against him, although you get the impression he would certainly be arrested upon sight. Raylark, yeah, with a 12, that's about the impression you get as well. Although the name did sound familiar to you. Scarakington, however, seems to recall everything
somehow
with startling clarity.
This is absolutely bizarre considering my monologue I've just went on, but we'll go on. Well, I was kind of what I remembered. I don't recall this being a war sort of thing.
Right. So it's more of a manhunt. And not only that, you are remembering that you've heard this name Seleucus before. It was quite a long time ago.
Right.
A couple of months ago, actually. But you have heard that name before.
Okay.
You were in Loch Doon when you heard it.
Okay, what did I hear?
So you had back in Lochdoon when you were interrogating, or not interrogating, conversing with the guard at the site of the explosion, you had heard that Seleucus was there at the site of the crater.
Oh, is this where we got the soil?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was like 30 sessions ago, but yes. that was in Lochdoon. You've heard his name there.
Right, we heard his name there and that he was in Lochdoon.
That he was in Lochdoon and that he was in that district. He showed up shortly before the explosion. The Arcanist district.
Oh, okay. And do I know exactly what this Seleucus is? Like what the actual like I appreciate there's a name, but do we have a description of what they look like? Are they like a
all you know at this
humanoid?
point is he was a human wizard. That's all you'd ever heard about him.
Oh, okay. All right. So
And you can only recall all of that because that was a nat 20.
yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, so we know that so there's a manhunt and they have something. Okay, so basically back to our conversation. Yes, they have something, but say it isn't necessarily for warring. I mean, I can pretend to be him if you want, but it's gonna be kind of hard. And if I'm presented in such a way, that could get information. But I mean, yeah, I think you're right. Really, should maybe try and see if they're getting an army. Look, if we're going against the archmages, there's not really much we can do ourselves. So we need to get somebody to help us. And so really we should be trying to seek out something which is actually going to be able to help us because the archmages are very powerful. So maybe this is say this if somebody has an army, that would seem to be pretty good. But which could also just lead us to the next thing. Maybe we should actually just try and find Seleucus ourselves. We know where he was. And I explained about them being in Lochdoon. And that was a few years ago now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, we could also offer to help to find Lucius.
That's what I just said.
And see if they can give us information on his location. Like, in addition to what we know.
Yeah, we don't know where this army is. Surely this army is just in the border, within the country here. I mean, it's not out around the world looking.
Is that where, like, you literally look over the wall and there's just a giant shadow of bodies?
Yeah. Well, I mean, surely, like, having your army in some other continent's pretty controversial politically. So I can't imagine that they'd be searching out beyond their own continent. And from what we've heard, that he wasn't even on this continent. Do you know who knows this? Fucking Sandrin would know. But anyway. So yeah, maybe we should just try and do that. Seek out why they want to know where he is, and then, or maybe if we offer them to, I mean, the person we're with now, I don't really know, is there anything really that they're going to get knowledge we can get? If we're able to get into the palace and ask those questions, maybe we could exchange information. As in, if we find Seleucus, then will you help us with your army destroy the mages? You can do that?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do like the Lord of the Rings Army of the Dead.
Yeah. So
I'm there for it. I'm about it.
We could try that, or because I don't see what else we could do. Well, what else would we have came here? Who else is going to be able to help us? I mean, you would know.
Yeah.
But or maybe that's a question you want to ask. I mean, I'm going to kind of leave you to ask the questions because you know more about this continent than I do. So, but yeah, that's the only sort of thing I can really think of.
Yep. I said let's do that.
All right. Well, then, what's this person doing?
I presume this is a conversation you've had like along the way, since it was a longer one. Not while they were just standing in the room waiting for you. Is that?
Well, I wouldn't have wanted
Or
to
did-
have. I wouldn't have wanted to have this conversation in front. I thought we were just doing it out of character. We were just trying to get
Yeah.
what we knew.
Okay, so that's all out of character.
Yeah, but we don't have a sort of. I wouldn't have been a conversation I would have posed in front of.
Yeah, I didn't assume
So-
she was hearing it.
Oh right, well, if she didn't hear it, it can be whatever you want. It can be in character, but like it's like a private, because we're discussing sensitive information, and somebody who trades in information, it isn't exactly a good thing to be discussing really, detail stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
yeah. But I mean, I don't really have any questions for this. I mean, I can ask, but what are they asking us anything, or like what's, because they've led us here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my main question is, of course, what you have taken from the immortal. Is there anything I could offer you to perhaps persuade you to tell me?
No.
I feared not. Well, is there anything you're seeking while you're here? And you've just walked right back into the hornet's nest after all. You must have a reason for being here.
My reasons are my own.
I can't exactly help you then if you won't speak to me.
Well, you proposed to come here, not I.
Indeed, I wanted to
My friend
compensate you
here
for the...
my friend here has questions. Well, you know I am here in the city. That information is. I'm happy for that information really to be free to you.
Well, I will compensate you for that, just to even know how to recognize you. No one's seen you in years.
Suppose maybe I have a few questions. Just around the.
Is this a kingdom, or is it like it's not a council? It's like a royal family.
It's ruled by the immortal, who at this point has been there for well over 100 years.
But is that like is it like a monarchy?
An emperor sort of thing again.
Right, it's like a republic. Right, okay.
Yeah, this is the Cortical Empire.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
so
it.
they do have a powerful religious sect here, but it is almost entirely ruled by the Ilkral, the emperor.
Right, so the emperor, right.
I propose that I may seek audience myself with the emperor, especially if they are looking for me.
Oh, yes, certainly. I could get you to meet the Emperor. That could be. I have ways in.
Well, I think I would need to discuss with my traveling companions here as to what we wish to do precisely. But
Of course.
I mean, have been being sought out, and how far spread has the army been looking for me? Do you know that much? If you trade in information, you must know some things.
I can at least tell you that, of course. The entire countryside has been combed thoroughly by the army, and, well, let's just say there are informants in other countries that have been searching for you as well.
Yes,
Even
well,
locally, the Hand of Dust has been buying whatever information they can get. They've spent quite a fortune.
and for what purpose?
I'm trying to think, because we've already kind of asked this, but I'm just going to ask them. You answered this to us, but I'm going to ask them, sort of.
I mean, yes, I understand why they have sought me out, but for what purpose?
Presumably, you stole something quite valuable. I mean, Whatever it was meant enough to raise the entire country if he needed to. The immortal is not taking this lightly.
So they wish to do me harm.
They wish to retrieve whatever you've taken.
Hmm.
Something quite valuable. I presume it has to be more than simply money.
Indeed.
I don't know if I have anything else to really ask at this point.
Jakar, did you have any questions?
Has there been any violence in the army's search? Have they been attacking the small people to try to find information?
An untamed army like this one, there's violence everywhere they go. That's, the way of Khan, of course. We are from a warfaring country. I mean, Tamarack the Conqueror himself founded this empire.
I see. And your ways into the Emperor, do we have guaranteed protection from this army?
The man that you see standing guard outside now, he is, let's just say, influential within the palace. That's Officer Rawan. Quite a prominent figure within the military. Just, he's fallen to our service because of some debts he has, and, well, he would rather not have the embarrassment of being thrown out for poverty's sake. He can get us a meeting with the immortal. He has free access to the palace, especially since he married a Padi, one of the Anneler's chief priestesses.
Okay. I'm going to do something stupid.
This could be anything. I have no predictions.
Disguise self into Jahani or whatever her name is.
I'm going to say...
You've asked me what I have stolen. I'm going to give you this information freely. And it is for yours to do with what you wish. And I'm going to tell you this information, and you will never see me again. And I had an object of interest, an item of interest, which I have given away. It is no longer on my person. However, it was given to seek. How can I put this? It was to assist me with a goal that I have. And that goal is to stop an archmage of the Council of Archmages called Lursbrax.
So you fenced the item to get money? I'm confused what you're saying here.
No, the item is of no concern. But my
maybe
goal,
not to you.
Maybe not. Well, the item can no longer be found in my persons, and I imagine it could have been traded many times now. There's a bigger picture here, though. There's an archmage of the Council of Archmages of Ivserlian who is trying to ascend to godhood, and it was to try and stop that. And as powerful as I am, I was unable to stop that myself.
That's an interesting story. I have certainly heard the name Lurs Brax of the council.
Yes, well, they are forced to be reckoned with, and I'm sure that this information would be of use to you and to the immortal.
There's no doubt about that. It is interesting information. It's not quite what I expected to hear. So,
Yeah, well,
but you do not have the item in question anymore, is what you're saying, or that it's been stowed safely?
I cannot comment any further. Perhaps I have it, perhaps it has been traded, but I assure you that it is for good purposes that I have the item. Or do not have the item.
This is like the most ropiest, like trying to like bend this.
I'm not certain what to do with this information at this point. It is interesting, certainly, to hear that, the Archmage has found a path, or believes they have found a path to apotheosis, but how does this relate to the immortal then? How can I... You wanted a meeting with them, did you not?
Well, yes, it was partially due to the information I've just shared with you.
Then would you have me share this with them on your behalf?
This information has been traded to you. You do as you wish with this information.
And what would you ask in return for this? I do not like to be in debt.
Well, what would you value such information as?
Well, it sounds as though you're interested in the ongoings in Lane. Is that not accurate?
Well, the ongoings in Lane, certainly, but I think an ascendance to godhood is not just a Cerulean issue, it is a worldwide issue.
Yes, but it is an ongoing within Lane. I don't believe Lurs Brax has been spotted outside of the country.
Well, that is also my understanding.
And what would you have us do? Do you want us to try and ascend as well?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that would do anyone any good, would it?
I'm not certain.
Surely you can see the threat to the Empire here.
It's not as though we aren't protected by our own god. Tamrak the Conqueror himself ascended.
Yes, and warring gods does not usually
They have
end
many
up well.
gods.
Warring gods does not usually end up well for the local people, even for ones as powerful as myself.
The gods will play their games with the mortals as they wish.
Yes, indeed. But one god tyrant is not going to do us very good. Nor the people here, nor you, or the immortal, or anyone, really.
You haven't even told me how they intend to ascend, if you know.
I do know.
We can't prevent anything we don't know.
Well, that may be so. However, I do not have more information to trade at this time. If this information is of interest, we may cross paths again. So I certainly do not think it wise.
I'm going to say the following, and then I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm going to say is...
Well, I have nothing else to add at this time. Perhaps my traveling companions have further questions or things they wish to add, however, or not add, as the case may be. This is the information that I give you at this time. If you have money available to assist us in our movements around this continent, that would be good. However, if this information takes traction, I'm sure I will hear about it, and perhaps we would speak again.
Well, of course, I will offer payments.
I think it's just the best thing. This is out of character. For the best thing for us to do. I'm trying to float this in a way because I appreciate we're trying to get there to discuss this matter. However, if we are able to float, well, the reason I've floated this thing about Lursbrax now is that if that information gets traded, then it's going to become pretty popular, and then that might force their hand anyway, instead of being a big secret.
Mm-hmm.
So I have either wisely or unwisely done that. That's without giving out all the information. So in terms of what my goal is to say, is that I've said that even though it's technically true, but untrue, to see if that word gets back to them, and then that forces their hand of the Emperor or the Immortal. Because if the Immortal thinks that Silicius has been doing that in relation to what's going on there, but I don't know what the item is, so I don't know if that's going to make sense. It's just a big game. So, yeah. So, I have nothing further to add at this point. Or else they're going to give me money. Or us money.
Well, you mentioned other questions from your companions. Did you have questions for me?
So I guess we want to find out would the gods here be willing to fight against the gods of the other place?
Are you asking that of her or?
Yeah, like if we went to war with the archmages, who would be on our side?
The gods, they're not even on this plane. It's not something that you can just call down whenever you need assistance.
Okay.
We can, of course, be granted boons from them.
Balloons, you say?
Boons?
Oh, boon, right.
Balloons. Yes, I guess they could have that power, but they can
Yes.
grant us boons in combat. They motivate and strengthen our forces. They protect us in other divine ways, but they don't themselves step foot on a battlefield.
Okay. So, what will it take to get an army to help us?
Do you wish to buy your own army?
No, not that. Oh,
If you're trying to find out,
we want help in combat to fight.
if you're trying to find out what would motivate the immortal to war, there's a number of things. It's not not a long list, but he's very prone to taking to the battlefield. Conquest brings riches, after all.
So, is the idea that we'll fetch Lucius, and then you'll help us kill the archmages?
What do you mean fetch him? He's right here with you.
Well, you mean this could be an illusion or a facsimile? Very high level magic.
That would be prudent if it was not his physical form here, but
Why don't you cast a spell to see if it is Lucius?
I'm no spellcaster.
Exactly.
I would have to
so
stick with I'd have to stick to a blade. I know illusions can be dismissed that way.
yeah. So we can do we'll do a blood test. We'll verify it all up, and then you can help us kill the archmages. Yes.
So you are asking me to stab Seleucus.
No. No. It's clear that you've misunderstood.
How else would we draw his blood? As you have requested.
We've got magic tests for that nowadays. Very, very advanced stuff. Only an incredibly high level wizard can extract the blood from within.
I think what we are hoping to do is to discuss this with the immortal to negotiate. So for your part, perhaps you could arrange a meeting if everyone here is in agreement. As for the rest of the information, we can negotiate a price for that as well.
Of course, yes. I will immediately have Officer Rawan set up a meeting with the immortal. And as far as the price, would you prefer to be paid simply in ghoul?
Can we get paid with an army?
I have no army.
It doesn't have to be yours.
I've already
Yeah,
said
well-
my piece. Seems that
Right,
all of
that's
us are
Look,
all saying different things. So I don't have anything else to really add.
Right, let's go talk with the big boss man.
Okay, but if
So
we
you
go
don't
do
want
it,
your payment.
okay, well, if we were going to do that, I'm going to turn around to say I'm not Seleucus because there's just no point playing this game because it's going to become pretty obvious when we get there that I'm not that him. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So did you want your payment or not?
Yes. We'll accept it in ghoul. Yes.
Well, I have here with me, should be somewhere around 40,000 ghoul. I can offer that to you.
Yep.
Is that
How much is
sufficient?
that in, much is that in gold?
That would be
Gold
a
piece or
total of
something.
400.
Hmm. I look to the others. I raise my eyebrows. I have no objections.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
That's sufficient? Then, of course, here.
She reaches back and pulls out a small chest and tosses that over to you. Inside, there's only a couple of dozen coins.
It's all there, of course. Smaller denominations would be too cumbersome.
And so you're welcome to add however you want to distribute this. It's 400 total gold.
I don't know, just take 100 each or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I added that to Fenton's sheet.
All right.
All right, just wait here a moment. I will speak to Officer Rawan and we can arrange that meeting.
She steps outside of the room.
Okay. Is there anything worth
Anything-
looting in here?
You could investigate. That's up to you.
Yeah, why not?
I'll be right back.
All right. Your rolls today.
You have a +7 on them.
There we go. All right. So you do find a few items that are hidden in the room. You find a lock that you immediately can recognize is not normal. It is a magical lock.
Taking it.
It has a okay.
Sorry, go on. It does what?
I was gonna say it has a key attached to it.
All right. Taking that.
Mm-hmm. You find a amulet with a dark black gemstone embedded in it.
Taking that.
Okay. And let's see what this is. And yes, you find what looks like a pair of handcuffs almost. They're iron bands. And they're heavy. It's about 3 inches in diameter, but very heavy for its size, weighing more than a few pounds.
Taking it.
And but as you pick it up, it turns into a sphere that is lighter.
Mm.
Also taking it.
So you can add
They were on my
those. Anything else here? Nope. That's all that is there. It looks like.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So, you have not identified what any of those are, so you'd have to take some time during perhaps your next rest.
Yes, sir. I also have the identify spell, technically.
Or cast that.
Yeah, I'll not do it now, though.
So let me make my note about what each of these are.
I'm back.
Welcome back. There we go. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do while she is outside of the room? Scrackington has looked around a bit.
Nope.
Raylark?
Maybe try to make the room look like it hasn't been disturbed.
You rearrange the pillows on the couch. You
Put
sweep
things
the
back
floor.
that Strackington has taken.
You're gonna put those things back?
Well, they're in my pack.
No, we'll just come in.
All right. Jakar, is there anything you would like to do while she's out of the room?
Nope.
All right. Then after a short while, she comes back in and motions toward you, says, "We can get you into the palace right now. Officer Rowan has gone ahead. He'll arrange the meeting. I'll be taking you a, let's just say, less conspicuous way in there. So we must hurry. I don't want us to be spotted."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. You're following? Then she
Mhm.
takes you back toward the entrance to the Eclipse District where you had come out before. And so from there, as you enter back into the Eclipse District, she's taking you once again a path that Raylark you have never followed before.
Okay.
And it is winding, labyrinthian, but eventually it does come out. Move to there. Sorry. Actually, inside of the palace walls in the back gardens. So you are now within the walls, and there is a gateway that leads directly into this palace that you had never seen before. And then, so she's going to then take you inside of Yakarsikik, which is the Imperial Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just following along?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So the back entrance to the palace, these are almost like servants' corridors. You're not going through the main hallways, and the area is tight, and it's not particularly well adorned or maintained. But she seems to know this pathway as if she's traveled it before. Within a few minutes, you are able to emerge into a front hall for the palace, and she motions you to follow her up the stairs, saying that the throne room is probably not the best place to meet with him, so that she's going to instead take you to a drawing room where you can speak with the immortal. As you arrive there, the room is dark, and she closes the door, leaving just the four of you, or five of you actually, because I forgot Magra is with you. Five of you in there, in this dark room.
Oh, is it Umhag with us? Is it Umhag with us?
Oh, Magra.
Magra. Yeah, we
Unhan.
acquired one of the archmages.
Yeah, she came into port with you, but she did not immediately disembark for her own reasons.
I thought Margaret was your woman, the other woman.
Magra, let's see. Where is she? She's the one who's convinced she's an elf.
Oh, why we got her back? Did we? I don't remember.
She's been with you. Yeah, yes. So when you were fleeing, she fled with you. It was only Fenton who was captured.
Oh, well, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you are sitting in this dark room, and you hear shuffling coming from one of the sides. Nothing? No response? Okay. I'm just seeing what you would like to do. So after what seems like almost several minutes of shuffling, a light comes on, but it's not inside your room. It is in another room over, and you can see the light filtering through thin slits in the wall, almost like the wall is is wooden blinds, so you can't see directly through it. It is covering, but you can tell that the light is coming through, and you see the shadow of a figure sitting on or reclining on a couch on the other side of the light.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that figure is Sendrin.
That would be the ultimate twist. Wouldn't even make sense.
That's why it's so perfect.
Yeah.
They say you are Seleucius. You come back to me after 3 years.
Is that at this point I don't even know what Silicious sounds like, so he's gonna have to deal with this voice.
Yes, I have returned.
Must have expected to find me like this. Please, return it.
I don't know what you mean.
Return the jewel, that I might be the immortal again.
Killed.
Right, I can't do that. I'm using it.
I was told something of Lursbrax. Is that related?
Yeah, it is.
You know, us hobgoblins are not meant to live this long.
Tell me about it.
I need that jewel, or I perhaps won't make it through the year.
Yeah, well, there's plenty more jewels you can get. Lursbrax has them.
Lursbrax has them. You say?
Yeah.
What do you mean more? There was only one.
No, you are mistaken.
I held it for 90 years. There is only one.
Can I think of what sort of item they're talking about? Like, can I think of anything magical or in nature which they would be talking about? I'm happy to do separate rolls.
I mean, I don't know how well you could understand me with the thing.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
Absolutely fine, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, he said the gem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I hear like magically, I'm thinking of a gem, or naturally a gem.
Yeah, if you want to try and get insight into what he's talking about.
Well, I'm trying to think of, do I know anything magical? So any magic gems which can make your life prolonged. So
Yeah, in which case you could make an Arcana check.
yeah.
This is something you hadn't heard of before, the idea of prolonging one's life, although you have heard of magical items that maintain good health. They don't typically prolong life.
Would I say my own situation that I could draw parallels between the two? I mean, I do. That's the parallel I'm drawing. I don't really need to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, that's your own conclusions.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say.
Well, little do you know that a gem gives me life. So. And this is only a fragment.
A fragment. Even a fragment must be better than where I am now.
Yeah, but I can't give you this fragment. It is now a part of me, but other fragments exist.
Have you any?
No.
Please.
I don't think we have any, do we?
You should.
Like spare
did
ones,
that-
spare ones just lying around.
I mean, did you add that to your inventory at one point? Yep.
It's in my inventory.
Yep.
Inconceivable.
I don't see it.
I'm looking at it. Do you see the Ratman hood?
Yeah.
You go up 2 from that.
Oh. Oh, right. Okay. I should have been more specific as to what that was. I have a load of crap in it.
Well, yeah, you got like soft cylindrical objects. I don't know what that means.
that's what I mean. I don't know. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah. You've got some rubbings of a fountain room.
I'm gonna give the G to him. Yeah, fuck it, I'm giving the G to him.
All right.
Interesting.
I give him the G.
So yeah, you're going to pass that around the curtain, the wooden curtain.
Yeah, I'll give him 2.
And as he opens the box,
A shard. I never thought it possible to be broken. But this should be enough for me now. And the rest, you said Lursbrax. Is that right? Lursbrax has the other ones.
Yeah.
Then I think I know what I must do. You say you have one as well.
Yeah.
Well, that you have provided me this one, I can forgive your past transgression, but I'll need the whole thing reassembled eventually.
Okay.
No problem.
Right.
and you do notice that his voice has become smoother and more even, less raspy.
Then I think I have my goal in mind. What will you do? Shall I confine you here to the palace?
Why would you want to do that?
I don't want to lose track of that other shard.
Well,
I've spent many years searching for you. You know that, right?
yeah, but at the same time, I assure you there's many more bits of shard. Some of them we don't even know where they are. So if you're looking for... This isn't just one chip off the whole thing. There's many smaller pieces. Some of them which are completely lost. And this was not of my doing.
And where did you find this one? Was this from Lursbrax?
No.
If you can guide my army, I will retrieve the other ones.
Yeah, well... Yeah, okay. I guess.
I don't know, guys. I mean, I can't disagree as myself.
So we're gonna lead an army in the battle.
That's up to you.
He doesn't seem to be too bad, this guy. Well, it is
I
kind
like
of
him.
Well, it's kind of concerning that he wants that. I'm going to go a few more questions.
You lived for 90 years with the previous combined jade.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit. What was that? Sorry.
You lived for 90 years prior to having this jade. Well, having the jade in one piece.
Yes. Perhaps 120, 130 years old now. I stopped counting at some point.
When did you get this? I don't recall. You don't mind me asking.
I obtained that, as I mentioned, some 90 years ago.
Uh-huh. And where did you obtain it?
You know, that's actually a very good question. I didn't think you were going to ask.
Out of character.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah, while you're looking for this, out of character to the rest of the guys. I mean, if this is the whole fucking Jeanette thing where she's looking for this thing, then how is this guy's literally had it? So this seems to be kind of important, where he got it from.
Yeah.
It's all coming
And
together
also,
now.
The mountains of Drakenbergen.
Is he gonna like kill Janet?
Yeah, but we want her to die.
Yes.
He doesn't know about that though.
Right. Because the idea is that when she finds out that we're messing with the Jade, she's gonna come a knocking, right?
Well, one of the reasons why I gave him the Jade part is because it's going to be a lot harder for her to obtain all the Jade parts if the fucking Emperor of this whatever here's me kingdom has it, Republic.
Yeah,
So that's one of the reasons why I was like, sure, you just take it, because that means it's going to be way harder.
And he might be able to like fight her in combat. We don't know.
Well, I've got another question I'm going to ask him.
So, I appreciate your longevity previously. However, did you have any other powers bestowed you from the full gem?
Well, I must have my secrets. Certainly you've seen a taste of its powers. It's an amplifier of sorts.
Yes.
Anything you run through it becomes greater. Life, magic.
Yes, well, you can tell I had an interest in it.
Indeed. And I'd kill you now if I didn't need you. Stealing it from me was perhaps the dumbest thing you could have done, but now I have this shard, and that is enough to sustain me.
Look how it's brought us together.
But you say others are in Cyrillane. My influence there is not quite as strong as it once was, but I did not hear anything of that from my own agents.
There is warring between the Vizier, my friend
Yes.
Herald. But that is related.
It's related. It happens so often. This is the third in my own life.
Yes, but this to say the Jade is a contributing factor.
I figured it was all over the death of that foolish emperor. I can't even recall his name. It's not even the first.
Yeah, but as I'm sure you know yourself, things are a lot more complicated than meets the eye. And that's to say that there's other forces who are interested in this gemstone as well. But as you say, we all have our secrets.
Indeed. I'm not even sure how you found out about this. I kept it closely guarded. But that's beside the point. All right, then I shall make my way to Cyrillane. If they have my gem, they shall feel the full force of my army.
Excellent. And you have a spot for us in that.
If you would like it. I have to keep an eye on you anyway.
Well, we will discuss.
For the moment, then, is there anything else you have to give?
No, I think
Or
I've
can
already
I
given.
take my rest?
I think I've given you pretty much what you wanted.
Yes, well, I am still recovering now that I have this, so I'll need some rest first.
Yeah. I don't have anything else.
And
I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to say.
Any requests? Any
No,
questions?
I don't have
No?
anything I can think to ask.
I think we've got something to get on with.
Jakar?
No, no, nothing to contribute.
Oh, one minor correction. I said 90. It was 80 years ago. Sorry, 80
Oh.
years ago. I have all these notes everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, 80 years ago, revelation of immortality of the ruler Sui Arakai Kardakal.
All right. Cool.
then, as you leave, please send in Rawan and tell him you can have a stay here in the palace until it's time to depart.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So at this point, you are directed to rooms within the palace, and the local staff for the palace are willing to, provide food, provide service, provide, cleaning services, things like that for the rooms. Is there anything you want to do while you are staying here in the palace?
Can we get other stuff?
You haven't asked for anything.
If we're preparing to go for war, can we get stuff?
Yeah, so
the shopping district.
The city does have a market that Raylark would be familiar with, which is the covered market just south of the palace. If you'd like to do some shopping there are stores.
Well,
There are 50,000 shekels.
Okay, I mean, I do need to buy a sword, so.
Mm-hmm.
And in my sort of downtime, all I kind of want to do is buy a sword and identify these items. I don't really have anything I can think else to do. Are there any libraries here as well?
Like general books. I assume you mean magical, right? Or are you
No,
just
as
looking for history books.
I want to find things out about Salacious. Or Salacious, yeah.
A library.
Yeah, I mean, you can find a library here. Seleucus, himself is
Salacious.
is just a wizard. So he's not like a historical figure. It might be difficult to find any information on him in a library.
Yeah, but is he not kind of notable? Is he just some random guy? He's not like some sort of legendary wizard or anything like that.
That's what you'd have to, see if you could find out.
Yeah, that's why I was going to the library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you'd like to visit the library first, anyone else going to be doing anything while he is there?
If anybody else wants to do stuff, because I'm just going to do all those things, but I'm going to go get some water. So whatever, I'm not fussed.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go shopping for some healing potions. Potions of healing.
Potions. All right.
I was going to see. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get a better weapon realistically than a short bow +2. So I might go trying to get better armor.
All right. So you're looking for an alchemist first to find some potions. And as you're searching around, you do find a place, let's see, named. Oh, come on. Why is it loading? Griffin Supplies.
Okay.
And
I'll head on in. Griffins.
the store is run by a hobgoblin. And as you walk in, you see him tinkering with a small set of tools, alchemist tools. And so he's distilling something and has not noticed you as you initially walk in.
Hello there, friend.
Hello. Oh, yes. Sorry. I guess I can leave this for a moment. If that explodes, just don't breathe. Okay.
Okay, noted. I was in the market for some healing potions, although if you're dealing with exploding non-breathing potions, I don't know if you may be the man.
Some things are poison, some things heal, little bit of everything. So, healing potions. What are you looking for? Are you looking to heal a broken limb? Are you looking to heal perhaps a disease? What sort of healing are we talking?
Emergency healing for
combat.
Yes.
So something for a wound closure. All right. Well, we do have some potions here.
He motions toward a wall of various red colored flasks.
I like to keep them color coded.
Very well organized.
So we have mostly just some basic ones. They'll run you, let's say, well, if you're just buying one of them, perhaps 50 gold.
There a discount for bulk purchases?
Well, of course. If you're buying, 2 or 3 or 4, I might drop that price just a little bit because, well, outside of the military, it's often hard to sell these things to people.
How much for 3 potions?
Can you go ahead and make a persuasion?
Persuasion.
Yeah. See how much of a discount he might be willing to give you.
20.
Normally, I might say 120, but how about I do it for 105 for 3 potions?
If you call it an even 100, we have a deal.
Even 100. You know what? I'll give it to you. Even 100. That's basically a free potion. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll shake his hand.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Sorry. Residue on here. I'm trying not to touch anything.
Very well.
Don't want my hands to explode after all.
What is it you're working on that could cause
mentioning that
hand explosion?
Well, I have this idea for a potion of flash and fire.
You throw it down and it explodes suddenly and blinds and deafens everyone around. I've been working on it for some time.
That is intriguing. How far along in the process are you?
Well, I've made a lot of fire. Alchemist fire, we call it. Can't get the loud bang to go with it.
Perhaps it needs some field testing.
Wouldn't test that in here, please don't.
No, I mean, I could volunteer to be your lab rat. Whatever happens to me happens, and if successful, I can report back.
That's always true. Let's see. This one's still being distilled, but I do have some that haven't exploded yet. Just
That's
don't shake them
obviously a
too
great
much.
sign.
Here, take one of them. And he hands you a small flask.
Okay. What should I call that? Flask
Oh,
of...
so there's an item called Alchemist Fire.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to
Fire.
report my results if I don't explode.
I believe, yeah, that should appear in the items lists if you search the compendium.
It's fire. And I think that's in there.
Oh, I can check and make sure.
No, may not have. Let me see. Oh, I tried to drag it from the 2024.
Either one, I think they're identical. Yeah, I see it in your...
There we go. And 3 potions of... Is just regular potions of healing?
Yes, regular ones. Excuse me.
Potions of healing.
Got everything?
Just
Now,
2
Raylark.
seconds.
Oh, sorry. Raylark, you
there we
said
go.
you were looking for armor?
Yeah. So I've got leather armor at the minute. I'm wondering if I can get an upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find the shop on the map. Here we are. All right. So there is in the covered market, there is a blacksmith that you've been to before. And in honor of the immortal, it's referred to as the Timeless Blacksmith is the name of the shop. And
Okay.
as I mentioned, you've been here before. This is one of those commonly visited places whenever you need to mend your gear or purchase something simple. You're not going to find any magical items here, but you will find most of the basics that you're looking for, whether it's pitons for climbing or, fishing spears, shields, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll look,
Mhm.
see, or I can even ask if there's any magical armor.
Magical armor. We might be able to find some for you. I don't know. What can you carry with your wings?
What do you mean? What do I carry with my wings?
Well, I'm not certain we could provide you plate mail and still let you be airborne. Wouldn't the weight of that be just too much?
That's actually a good question. I assume I can't fly with plate mail. Like mechanically.
Oh, I thought you would know. Let me take a look at your race. Aarakocra. It says here. Let's see. Which one were you using again? You were not using the one that has the gust of wind spell, right?
Oh dear, correct.
All right, so that must be the one from the Elemental Evil Player's Companion. Flying speed of 50 feet, right?
That's right, yeah.
All right, it says to use the speed, you can't be wearing medium or heavy armor.
So I'm kind of stuck then.
Well,
So I would need like magical leather armor or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see.
So do they have any of that?
I'm taking a look through what they might have. Let's see.
One as light as you probably can't wear too much, but there's actually it might fit you well. Are you familiar with Zephyr?
Like the flying wing stuff?
Zephyr, the wind. We have a set of armor here named for it.
Yes.
Yes, it has some magical ability, but yes, it would suit you, being, Aarakocra and all.
Yes.
It's not cheap, though.
Yes.
Looking at, well, go ahead and, sorry.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll as well.
Okay.
See how you might be able to negotiate this.
Persuasion. I'm sure I'll roll amazing now. If I can't even read. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So how much for that elytra? Sorry, a Zephyr.
Well, this particular Zephyr armor's some great miracle of smithing. It's so light, you can practically be carried by the air while you're wearing it.
Ooh.
I don't think we could part with it for less than 750.
Now, am I right in thinking that he clearly means 750,000? Or just 750 schmeckles or what's the currency?
Oh, so that would be 75,000 gold.
It must be your accent. 75,000 gold?
75,000 gold.
Ah, yes. Okay. And what mechanical properties would this have?
So the Zephyr armor gives advantage on acrobatics checks and dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
And once each day you can cast Wind Wall.
I like this.
Mm-hmm. So it is 75,000 gold.
Yeah. So as far as armor stats go.
Yes, so it is still the same as a leather armor.
Oh. Okay. So no bonuses to stats, just ability buffs, and then wind wall.
Yes.
Oh, cool. And then 75,000 gold is like 75 gold?
750.
Yeah. We're going to have to get that number down. Oh,
I mean, it's hard for us to go much cheaper than that. Is there something perhaps you have of equal value? Or maybe you'll just have to run home and see if you can scrounge up that money.
that's rude. I don't like your tone.
This is no simple armor. We're not selling you a piece of leather here.
How about an arrow of slaying, a dragon mask, and then I need to do the maths. 75,000 is 750, so we're dividing by...
It's easier just working gold, so just stick with 750 gold.
Oh. 100 gold.
This dragon mask appears to already be broken.
That's where the power is. It once held the soul of a demon, released unto the world.
And it's broken.
No. Mm-mm. The power is in the broken mask. The contained mask was simply just a mask. It was purely aesthetic. Now it is magical.
Make a deception roll.
I leave the shop. I really
Trying to
tried.
offer me a broken mask.
Look, what do you want me to do? Right? In this economy, I have something to give. You know? And it's not 700 gold. We would need to negotiate services.
Yeah, you would need to find other things to trade.
No. I don't have it. All right. It's just not going to happen. I would need to kill you. That's how I get this. I don't want to do that. I'm sad with my ability to talk tonight. Conversations have not gone well for me on this day. I'm sad.
I mean, that was the best I could do. The value of this thing can get up to 2,000 gold.
Oh yeah, but like I don't have 700 gold. There are no two ways about it.
Yep.
So yeah, that would be the only like let's see. Yeah, that would be the only thing that would be useful to me or whatever as far as armor pieces go, because like a shield's no good or anything like that. So I think my quest for a higher AC will need to go elsewhere.
All right. And then Scrackington, you were headed over to a library.
Yeah, I had a few things I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. So not just a library. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to get the sword. But I want to identify these 3 items.
So the items you're able to identify just on your downtime. You don't
Alright.
need to go to a shop or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's right. I was looking for them, but they don't appear in my compendium. But even though these are standard items, the amulet is a dark shard amulet.
Mm-hmm.
And so let me give you a description of that. Oh, that's because it's Xanathar's. Oh,
All right.
that's not DMG. Okay. There we go. So that is the Dark Shard amulet description.
Okay.
Then there
I'm just gonna flick that to Jakar. I mean, there's no
all
point.
right, Jakar, you can add that into your inventory.
I mean, I don't have a warlock patron, so it makes sense for you to have that. So there you go.
Yeah, I just
Thank you
rolled
kindly,
those.
Scorakington.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
No thanks.
I reject.
I would offer you
I reject.
I would
your
offer you a
gratitude.
potion of healing in return.
No, I don't want. Nah, I'm good. All right.
The iron manacles that turned themselves into a sphere when you touched it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the iron bands of Bilaro.
Of bands of Balatro.
Why didn't it send the rest of it? Oh, it did. It just kind of like split it between two messages. So
Is this in Xanathar's?
Oh, that's a good question.
Wha-
This
wha-
is
what's
in
the
the
source?
DMG.
Well, I'm just gonna
This
put
is in the
I'm just gonna put DMG after, so I don't create an item port. So I know how to source it.
Oh,
I should really spell it right if I'm going to do it, like, so I don't type in bilateral.
yes. And the last one that you had found. Let's see if that one's in. Nope, none of these come up in my compendium. So it was a locking. Oh, because it's Xanathar's. Yep. There you go. Lock of Trickery.
Okay. Since Xanathar's. All right, thanks. So I'll hold on to them. Right. Then I want to go to I want to get a sword. And then I want to go to the library.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find my way to the library.
Library first.
Yeah, I have two things I want to find out. One is about Silicius, if I can, and the other one is about, so when I say about Silicius, as in the description of what they look like, etc., their character, if I can find anything about them. And then I want to find out about the Emperor, their rule as far back as books can go, insofar as what they were like as a ruler, sort of or a general history of this region.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's a lot of information.
Yeah, general, very general though. Like basically, as in like, was there like wars? Did they go to war? What kind of was the emperor like? A sort of warmongering sort of emperor, or were they sort of like what were they? What was their character like? And I'm really trying to focus in the period, but from 80 years ago until 3 years ago. Basically, when they had the jade and it was intact, how did they use it? So I'm basically trying to say get an insight into their use of it.
So at the library, yes, there is a woman working there.
Okay.
So you're looking for information on specific wizards, you say?
Yeah. Silicious.
I don't know that name. Is he perhaps from 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago?
He's kind of recent.
Like 100 years ago?
Well, maybe actually, out of curiosity, would he been around about 100 years ago?
Wait, was that an in-character question for her, or?
It was in the voice, so yes.
I'm not familiar with the name. I don't know if... I mean, are you looking for some legendary wizard from 100 years ago? Then there are more contemporary sources available.
Yeah.
We do have a section on that.
Sorry.
Yeah, if I can look through that.
Yes, we don't have too many.
I want to look through the book. Okay, if you have a reference book, I want to look up wizards by the name of Silicious.
Yes, so we do have some more contemporary sources available. I can direct you to that.
Thanks.
And there's a small section, only a few books,
all right,
that lists names of recent wizards and their deeds.
All right. Can I see any references? Look for references.
You find a page about Seleucus in there. It's just a single page.
All right.
And in there, you find that he is a human wizard and appears to have come from the southern continent.
Okay.
So different continent than what you're on right now. And all it mentions for his deeds is that he has robbed the imperial palace of the Cortical Empire. No other notable deeds.
And Black Dunes on the southern continent.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then I want to look up the thing about the history.
Oh yes, we have many books on our great immortal, the Emperor. So you're looking for his early life? Yes?
Well, I suppose
how old is the Emperor?
Let's see. Emperor Atalechi Cardicol died about 130, 135, 138 years ago, something like that. And I think the current sovereign took over only 10 or 15 years after that.
Okay, so yeah. I'm looking for books from about 80 years ago.
Oh, the Revelation. Yes, we have a whole book on the Revelation.
Okay.
So the book is a summary of the current ruler and his time during the revelation. Is the revelation of immortality is what they're calling it, where he revealed to the world that he is now ageless and will rule the country in perpetuity.
Do you want to become the immortal?
Yes. And the country at this point begins a phase of economic, political, and military expansion, taking over much of Old Con and beginning to engage with other countries around the world in a way that it hadn't before, setting up embassies, beginning negotiations, a lot of saber rattling. About 6 years ago in the book, it mentions that he decided to expand his navy and extend across the seas. He conquered the small country of Moramiek, quickly defeating all of their troops and overtook the leadership. His expansion beyond that was slowed down by their moon guard, but eventually, about a year ago, he began his, or actually now 4 years ago, sorry, about 4 years ago, he began his reign over the area.
Can I see it on a map? Is there maps in this book? Or can you just show me the world map?
I have to find it on the map myself. So I can take everyone over there. So what is the name of that?
Well, here
Moramiek.
We should move ourselves. We're all the way over here.
Yeah, sorry, I had you on a different map before.
Are we here?
So, okay, I said country, city of Moramiek, which is in the north of Sierra Leone.
Oh, so he owns that now?
Yes.
Okay.
It is technically not part of Sierra Leone. It was in a different region, but it is north of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah, however you say Aralavia, that's the name of the region where it, yeah.
Okay.
And so that was about 4 years ago, shortly before the start of the Sierra Leone Civil War. And he's also opened up an embassy in Catafisia, which is in the colony of Boria, which is to the east of that.
Okay. And where are we again? Are we here?
You are currently in Esafir.
Oh, we are there. Okay. Right. Okay.
I mean, I can give you so much more lore if you want to, but I don't know if we need to spend time on that.
No, I think that's sufficient for now. I just want to know where the expansion was.
Yes, so he expanded north and west, but he also took over Old Khan, which is to the south. So if you head south from Esafir toward Teely's Gulf. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so he owns much of the northern side of Old Khan at this point. I think I have a map. Anyway, I'll find that at some point.
All right. And just does the book make mention of anything what life is like in these areas?
It mostly sings the praises of the immortal and talks about the massive amount of wealth and growth for the empire and how great it has been. How much more prosperous they are.
Does the book read to be quite biased?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to literally ask the librarian, is there any books which are more balanced in their history?
I'm not sure what you mean. This is an entirely accurate account of everything he's done.
Okay, I don't doubt that, but is there any books by anybody else around this topic?
Oh, many within this country have written about the immortal. When you have the leader of a country, you're of course going to note his every move so the future generations can learn.
Are there any books that you have here which wouldn't be from Esafir? AKA, would you have books written by authors from...
Insert the other regions you mentioned here. Moramiak, Kata, Figia, Old Khan. Is there books from there? Is what I'm trying to ask. Because somebody from that region will probably have written slightly different interpretation.
This is the capital city. We try to make sure that our story is told. If you want to see books from those regions, I suggest you travel there.
Oh, you don't
This is
have
not meant to
books.
be a. No, we're not a catalog of all the works of the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of the Empire, so I thought you would have books.
Well, we tell the story, but we the authors, they stay in
To
their
be
country.
clear, I'm not mentioning about that to them. I'm just asking the books from other regions. And if their answer is no, then it's no.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Okay. Right. I'll go and look for a sword then.
You're going to what? Sorry?
Look for this sword. Or
Sword.
a sword.
All right. And in the city, you do find a blacksmith, not the same one as what Raylark had found before. And most of the swords seem quite ordinary there.
Okay. Well,
Looking for something in particular.
Yeah, looking for
it's kind of hard for me to do this because we're obviously streaming. Let me. Should we create a list of fucking weapons? Weapons. Let me just check the handbook.
So, well, you can just tell me like, oh yeah, something like a rapier or something like a scimitar.
Well, I'm looking for piercing damage. It's for piercer. So, let me see. Don't really want them. Martial weapons. And they have to be one-handed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Which one do you mean? And it opens up like fucking 800 options. It's like, yeah, maybe just like a, what the hell's a war pick? Is it like a freaking pickaxe? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a war.
essentially.
Yeah, like a war pick. Oh, yeah. A war pick, or if a short sword, or Morning Star, or yeah, I don't want to repair again.
So you're not looking for a rapier. You said a Morning Star. I'll take a look and see what we've got.
Or a war pick.
I actually didn't. I don't know all the Morning Star variants.
Yeah, that's what I opened it up and I was like, what the fuck is all this?
Yeah. Never had to look through Morning Stars.
But here, I'll be back in a moment. While you're looking.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Just got to do some research.
No worries.
It's all good.
While you're looking as well, I'll offer a potion of healing to Raylark and Fenton.
Thank you. I'll take one.
So yeah, Fenton will add one to his inventory.
No problem. Raylark,
Oh,
would you like one?
he actually he has two in his inventory
I'll have
already.
some potions, yeah.
Oh, well.
So maybe I'll let you keep that one.
Okay. I'll give one to Raylark then.
Well, we have a few war picks if that's what you're looking for. This one, for example, this beauty right here, this is Iron Fang.
Would you mind just see this on the list if I look at it myself?
Oh, I don't know if you can.
This thing, every time you strike, it can shatter your target. And not only that, the ground beneath your feet is practically at your whim. A rare item like this, we're talking.
What was that? Sorry.
Okay, go on.
Rare item like this, we're talking perhaps 3,000 gold.
Okay.
If you're going to be perhaps
What's it called again?
underground, Iron Fang.
Iron Fang, okay. What's the other one? Sorry, continue.
If you're going to be underground, you might need some additional daylight. And here we have a luminous war pick. This one has within it the spell Daylight that you can cast.
Okay,
Very good for the traveler.
okay.
Oh, this one, quite an interesting little contraption put together by a gnome. It attaches onto your arm, but at a command word, the pick springs to your hand.
Alright. Iron Fang sounds good.
And, oh, well, the Iron Fang, so as I mentioned, you're looking at probably 3,000 gold for that one.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Then the gold.
Yeah, so can you hold that for me?
Oh, certainly we can hold on to it for you. I would be surprised if you were walking around with that much on you.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually staying at the palace right now, so I'll get them to send the gold over, and they'll pay for it on my behalf. Thanks. If you take
And
my
then
name,
once I receive it,
yep,
I'll
you
send
can.
it.
Yep, send it on. My name is Sir Lucius, and I will get them.
Lucius.
Yes.
Well, if you weren't already staying at the palace, I'd turn you in and get that reward myself.
I'm just waiting for the roll initiative.
So yeah, somebody will be in contact. So thank you.
And I'm going to go back to the palace and try to arrange them to pay that, because that should be fucking nothing to them. Also, because the fact I give Emperor me boy the jade, so I'm using my clout to do that. So,
all right, make a persuasion roll. This is not going to be easy. I'll just tell you that.
Use my session inspiration. Who am I speaking to? Who am I doing
Well,
this?
so who are you telling about this?
I want to find somebody who when we've been staying here, like what's been happening.
You've only been there a short time, but yeah, you've mostly just been seen to by the local palace staff. You haven't been involved in any discussions with the military or anything like that.
Well, I'm gonna fucking seek it with fucking the immortal. Fuck it.
You're gonna try and meet with the immortal?
Yeah.
All right. If you seek a counsel with him, he is visibly better than when you last saw him.
All right.
And you can attempt to persuade him to pay the bills.
All right. Let me see. So yeah, I'm going to say to him, if he meets me, I'm going to say,
Thank you for granting me an audience once again. I see that you're visibly better, and I'm glad to see that our the Jade Fragment is assisting you.
Yes, I feel more myself.
Well, that's good. We are me and my traveling companions are upgrading our equipment, especially if we're going to war on your behalf. And we were wondering if the palace would pay the amount of money or assist in payment.
Couldn't be more than a couple of swords between you, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, my current sword does not work to my benefit of my strengths, so.
Well, we can provide some, basic equipment. What do you need? Small guy like you, probably a dagger is more than enough, right?
You serious?
Well, you look so thin and frail. I've never seen someone quite as skinny as you.
Okay. With all due respect, a few days ago you were at death's door, and now you're slinging these. With all due respect, you
You're
need
right. I shouldn't insult a guest.
Yes.
But you have to admit, compared the two of us, and you're thinner than when I was almost dead.
Yeah, perhaps so. Well, I need 3,000 gold.
Make your persuasion roll.
Yeah, I'm using my session inspiration. I've tried to butter him up. My persuasion is -1, so I could use my intimidation though. No, I'm not gonna do that. Right, session inspiration, persuasion. Oh no. Oh no.
This must be some joke from where you're from. 3,000 gold could buy me an entire squad's worth of equipment.
Yeah. Okay.
No, if you need better equipment, of course, we can provide something.
Yes, well.
But that is almost enough to buy myself a ship.
Okay, well. I trust that I don't think this is really something to be bothering you with. Is there somebody else I can speak to? I don't want to come every single time to yourself, with all due respect.
Officer Rowan has been
him.
quite loyal to the kingdom. You can speak to him, and he certainly deserves the honor for bringing you to me
that, I feel I can trust him.
Okay. Right. Thanks.
And then that sister of his who brought you as well. If you have questions, you can always ask her. She seems to be aware of the underworld of this city.
Yeah, okay. Great. Thanks.
Right, cutting all the crap out because we appreciate time sticking on. I'll go to him, and then it's not crap, you know what I mean, but like I'll go and speak to him. Look, I don't actually need a 3001, obviously, but if I can get a nicer than flipping the standard war pick, I'll do so.
Mm-hmm. When you approach him, he offers you actually one that he had picked up in combat.
Right.
It's too small for me. I use a great sword. So you can have this one.
All right. What is it?
A vicious war pick.
All right, nice.
So I think that should be in the DMG. You should be able to just drag that in.
I saw it in the other thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the free rules. Oh, page not found.
No.
Right, I'll save right. Right, well, I thank him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see if I can work out how to get this onto my sheet.
All right. So everyone's done their shopping. Is there anything else you'd like to look for? Obviously, as Scrackington figured out, your guests of the palace.
Yeah, I was going to see how far we could stretch it. I can't find this. It says page not found. Page does not exist. I'll just manually add it. Just whatever. So yeah, I have nothing else. I've done everything I wish to do.
I've got it right here, so I'm going to add it to your character sheet.
All right, it won't let me.
There you go. It's added in. Doesn't seem correct.
When you roll a natural 20.
That is not the rule set I had. So this must be the 2024 one. Let me add the correct one. Oh, it's supposed to just be flat 7. Right.
This is kind of OP with Piercer, but okay.
All right. So, Ray Lark, was there anything else you'd like to do in the city?
Thanks.
Jakar, is there anything else you'd like to do in the city?
I'll look for some armor. Just what the palace can provide that might be a little tougher than my studded leather armor.
Seeing if you can get that crit.
Oh, I really should have checked if you could use it as it's a finesse one.
Oh,
Oh, you can't. Oh, I goofed this. Well, I'll work this out for next time because
yeah,
I should have.
we'll
I
work it
obviously
out.
want to use her deck. Yeah. Right. Never mind.
Right. All right. So you have studded leather right now, is what you said? Just regular.
Yep.
Well.
Are you looking for something that you can move around in still, or something that just takes the entire hit for you?
Yeah, something that will let me remain agile, but will keep me in the fight for longer.
Yeah, because amongst armor, anything stronger than studded leather has a maximum dexterity bonus. So you can only get +2 from your dexterity. So if you've got more than that, you wouldn't be able to utilize all of it. However, they have a higher base AC. So for example, Chain's shirt is 13 with a maximum of +2. Or half plate is 15 with a maximum of +2. That sort of thing.
Yeah, if they have any half plate.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you get what's your proficiency as well? Do you have proficiency with
Proficiency light and medium.
light and medium? Because that's important. Half plate is a medium.
Okay.
All right, yeah, and so that comes with also disadvantage on stealth. when
Okay.
you're
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they have in the armory, the arsenal, sorry. Let me go back to the Esafir map. So you see that they've got this arsenal right by the port. They do have in the arsenal some half plate armor.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I've dragged
take
that
that.
into your character sheet. Oh, you dragged one as well. There we go. It is quite heavy though, so you might have to unload some other equipment.
That's
Like
okay.
so you could get rid of your existing leather armor, studded leather armor. Actually, remove it.
I'll get rid of that. Oh,
you're also carrying
what else have I
leather
got?
armor.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
What else have I got in here that I can drop?
The math isn't adding up for me. It shouldn't be this heavy. So we'll figure the math out later because it doesn't look like you should be at 145 pounds.
I got multiples of anything, maybe.
That might be it. Something's duplicated, or you have 3 short swords.
3 of my crystal ones. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a crowbar as well. When did I get that?
That
was
came with
for
your
your-
engineer's pack.
Yeah, your packs.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we can figure out the weight later. It should
Okay.
be reasonable now. I know you just don't have a lot of strength. All right. And so, Raylark, was there anything else you wanted in the city?
Unless I can get some extra stats. Not really. We've got the potions. I'm not going to get a better weapon. I'm not going to really afford anything particularly useful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything I can get personal benefit from here.
Then what we might do is call it a little bit early, so that way Fenton next time, if there's anything he wants,
Yeah,
he can also get
Yeah.
that.
because I can't use this war pick properly. I'm just gonna get a short sword or something. But sure, we can work it out. Next
Well, yeah,
time.
we'll exchange it outside of the session. And
Yeah,
find something else.
yeah. That's great. Right, I'll bring us off.